I mean, who would have expected? I mean, I was talking to Eva before, but just when we wrapped up Stadium, we were already talking about Stadium 2020 and thinking about the stuff that we were going to do this year. And then all of a sudden, who knew that we would be Skyping from all 4 different locations, not being able to do anything?
Yeah, April was terrible with all the cancellations. That was super depressing, man. Like every day we got like emails like festivals being canceled. And basically our whole calendar or our whole agenda cleared in April. And I guess now we're like kind of like business is picking up again, so I can't complain. Then again, we'll make the best out of it. And I've learned how to cook. Hey, that's like huge.
I think the past half year it went so fast, even without shows, and like.
Oh yeah.
If you think about March, I think they have March, like 15 March our first show got cancelled, and afterwards like everything got cancelled, but it seems like such a long time ago, and you accept it and you go further and you try to think of new possibilities. And
it's not up to like the level that it was, but we can't complain right now, which is a great feeling, because actually we are all a little bit addicted to that whole rushing into projects and going from one project to another and that whole adrenaline rush. I totally miss that, but I also had a moment now that I kind of slowed down and took some time for myself and stuff like that, and it's actually been great too.
I agree with Freek, for me too, it's like, okay, what's important for me and what's important for the people I work with and what's important for my family and friends. COVID doesn't have only negative sides, it makes you think about how do I want to do with the rest of my life.
How do you want to spend your time?
I like to spend my time more dedicated, and if you do it on the one side, you have to cut things off on the other side.
Exactly. It's a trade-off. It's a balance.
Yeah, it's a nice philosophy, and I really like it, and I'm going to try to do it in the future. I think I'm doing it all right now, so I think we're all on the same page in that subject.
I think we have to discuss it like in a few weeks again, and then in a few weeks, and then see how it's going.
And then a big client calls that asks you to travel the world, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, no, for sure. But then every place I want to stay 1 or 2 days longer.
That's definitely a point. I've seen like 100 countries, but I've really only seen like 20 or something. The other ones I've just flown in, hotel, venue, hotel, fly out.
So I can remember the time you were touring with Hartwell, and sometimes you had like 2 or maybe even 3 shows a night. And then you saw the hotel, the front of a house.
Right.
Oh yeah. So there's many countries that I've been like 5 times, but I haven't seen anything of the country.
Every airport though, like.
I know every airport. I know a lot of good food in airports. I miss Singapore airports. Oh my god, food over there is the best in the world.
You guys always had like a project or a thing that was booked the week of. So one day I talked to Freek in his KBK office, and then that week he's in Miami to do UMF. And then so we would have to schedule it a couple of days later. So I remember how crazy the schedules were. And then like a week after you had to be somewhere else. So we would have to, adjust accordingly. And I remember thinking to myself, how many projects do these guys take on in a single month?
I think at a certain point, man, there were like 150, 200 big projects or something like that. Man, there was so much going on. I totally missed that. What Jessica said, when you're traveling from country to country, from place to place, these are very short, intense moments, but you really can't take the time to enjoy what you're doing. And I don't know, we should definitely be more, at least think about it more than we've done before.
A good lesson for the next years when it's busy again, like maybe it's more easy to say no to some projects sometimes, or to have a better balance in time to evolve or to develop, and times that you work on a project. And I think we learn a lot from.
Yeah, and I think you got a point there. We should actually implement that and be more selective in what we do actually take those moments off and recharge. But that's easy to say right now, because if there's like 20 clients calling, we'll probably say yes to all 20 of them.
Especially now, yeah, of course.
So keep them coming.
Het is heel tof om met z'n allen iets moois te maken en een mooi product neer te zetten en dat ook samen te kunnen doen. En ik vind dat eigenlijk heel tof. En dat je daadwerkelijk uiteindelijk naar een evenement gaat en je ziet ook hoe het op beeld staat. En je ziet wat het met mensen doet.
Het is awesome sauce.